What is going on, everybody? Hello, happy Monday night, evening. It is August 5th, 8:39 p.m., Phoenix, Arizona. Hopefully, you guys are all doing great. Hopefully, you guys get notified by YouTube notifications. We shall see what they decide to do. Hopefully, you guys are all having a great day. I know I am, you know, I'm ready for the week. The work week, you know. Anybody else excited for the work week? Tater Dom, what is going on? Hello, how are you? What's new in your neck of the wood? Dana Wojcik, well, good evening. Hello. Fernando Lewis, how are you? Freddie Medina, hello, how are you? Big Mike, what is going on? Hello. Mama Bear K, what is going on? Dana Wojcik is waiting for her son to go to bed. Yes. Get him some NyQuil. Karen Martin, what is going on? Crystal Joyce, hello. Leona Foot, all the way in South Dakota, what's happening? Miguel Mendoza, hello. Salmon Fire, hello. Big Mike hopes Angela gets help. So do I. Hope she gets help soon. T, what is happening with you? Elizabeth Karski, all the way in Texas. Wojak, got it. Dana Wojak, I'll try to remember that. Dana Wilson, hello. Mark Jackson, what's happening? Stephanie Rodriguez, yo, poor thing. Josie Tamilla is in Montreal. Is that Quebec or no? Montreal, Canada, right? Troy Torres, what's happening? Yoon Kaz, hello. Rita Gonzalez, what's happening? Pancho, hello. Fernando Lewis is beating. Awesome. Sounds fun. Melanie, what's happening? How are you? Carol Crane. Angela is 50 years old. Crystal Joyce is praying that she goes to the hospital. Yes. Dorina Gutierrez, hello. What's happening? Susan Fortner, hello. Michelle Herbert, all the way in KC. Sandra Garnica Hernandez, hola. Ken Mizrahi, what's happening? Jamie, 50, yes. Robert Grant, good evening, hello. Yoon Kans, hope all the Carla rumors are not true. Rumors are usually not true, so just gossipy people. Sufiana, hello, how are you? Christina C, what's going on? Gizmo, how's the lady with the infected eye and leg? I just uploaded a video today. Go check it out. Josie Tamia is in Quebec, Canada. Cool. Ken Mizrahi is in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Edmonton Oilers. Go, what's happening? Alexa Antuna, hello. Brenda Kangi, do you think Angela has his what? Anthony Lopez, thank you. I appreciate you. Tina J, I care deeply for the people you try and help. Thank you. Thank you, Tina. I appreciate you. Wendy Dresser, not undresser, just dresser. What's happening, Wendy? MH, what is happening? Chris Smith, I found the info to send box for Angela. It won't be until the end of the month. Awesome. Thank you very much, Chris. I appreciate you. Jessica Garcia, no news. Brenda Kangi, do you think Angela has HIV? I have no idea. I have no idea what she has. I'm not her doctor. There's 125 people in here, and there's only 21 likes. You know who you are that didn't click the like button. It's free, it's quick, easy. And so just click it, go tap it, smack it, flip it upside down. Have not seen Zion. So uh, so I'll talk a little bit about. So I put Blake's picture on the on tonight's thumbnail is Blake because Angela reminds me of Blake and Martin a lot. Uh, very stubborn, right? Um, Neither Blake nor Martin ever let me take them to the hospital. I offered 100 times, right? Martin, it was always tomorrow, 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 right? Uh, and uh, and it's the same thing with this, right? So it's not unique to Angela, right? I think it's just part of addiction. So I have to kind of reel you guys back in, right? And you guys have to remember the whole purpose of this channel is not to go out and be Superman and save people, because only those people can save themselves. The purpose of this channel mission statement is prevention through awareness. It's too late to help Angela prevent addiction because she's been knee deep in addiction for the past, I don't know, what, 20 years, 30 years probably. The whole point of this channel is to document addiction so that young people or other people that never battle drugs, they can see what making bad decisions looks like, right? It looks like Angela, it looks like Blake, it looks like Martin, right? And then there's like a finality, right? It's going to be death, or it's going to be detainment. You're going to be locked up, right? So those are the outcomes, right? So I think people forget that. I think they think that I'm out there trying to be doctor and all that. Like, if along the line I can help these folks and recover and get better, great. That's even better. But I can't force Angela, just like I couldn't force Martin to go to hospital. I couldn't force Blake to go to hospital. They went when it was too late, you know. So that's going to be Angela's fate as well, because addiction has her uh, in its grip. That's just that's that's what I've been seeing for almost 4 years now. That's what I've been seeing. I don't know if some people are new, like brand new, and they don't understand the concept of the channel and kind of what I'm doing, and they don't know who Blake is, they don't know who Martin is, they don't know that I've offered Angela. I've talked to Angela 20 times the past 3 4 months, and I've offered every time to take her. First it was the ball, and then it was the eye, and now the infection on her left leg, right? She's had this ball for 20 some years. She's never gone for this. She lost her vision. She can't see out of her eye because she has some type of growth. She hasn't gone to the doctor for that, you know? So you guys have to like keep it in perspective, you know? Don't try to assign blame, assign fault, in me or anybody, it's just that's the way it is when you're battling addiction. It's ugly, it smells ugly, it looks ugly, it's not pleasant, it's it's offensive, right? But that's the reality though of life out in the streets of addiction. That's what it looks like. So keep that in mind, you guys really should keep that in mind because I keep that in mind, and I sleep well, I eat well, I live well, because I'm able to understand that I'm not going to go out there and just save people, people have to save themselves. So seems pretty common sensey to me, but common sense isn't common. Samantha Acevedo, I'm doing great. Hopefully you're good. Colleen Rasmussen, scared for Angela's life. That's part of it. That's 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 a consequence of living that lifestyle, right? So it's nothing new. I mean, I don't know if you guys are brand new or, I mean, life is ugly, right? Life is really hard, right? But life is beautiful just in general, right? But if you're going to be consuming substances, right? You're going to be living, there's resources, there's shelter, there's, places for her to go. She chooses not to. She even though she complains about the heat and she complains about the sun and she complains about this, she's making that choice to be out there. Just like Blake made that choice, just like Martin made that choice, just like Lulu made that choice. The difference is Lulu was locked up for a month, and when she got out, she's like, "Man, you know what? I'm not gonna go back out there. I'm gonna go to my mom's house." Right? She made that choice. Martin didn't make that choice. Blake didn't make that choice. Angela's not making that choice because everybody's addiction is different. It's not the same. Addiction isn't the same for everybody. Just like sobriety isn't the same for everybody, right? It's not like a cover they can, wrap everybody under, right? So everybody's situation is different. Everybody's situation is unique. So I think I just have a good, better understanding after doing this for so long, like, you just have a good understand I have a good understanding, comprehension of, what these people are going through. I understand why she won't go to the hospital. I know it. It's the same reason Martin didn't go. It's the same reason Blake didn't go. So it's the same reason Lulu never went to the hospital. She never went to the hospital. She got arrested for 30 days. She was locked up for 30 days. She got out and she said, "I'm not going back to the streets. I'm going to my mom's house." At her mom's house is when she said, "Okay, I'm clean. I'm getting better. I'm gonna go fix my leg." But she was clear-headed. She was under the influence, right? So yeah, I think a lot of people forget that, man. Dang. So I kind of feel a little bad. I know you guys feel bad for Angela. You guys want to, you know, it's like that savior complex. You want to, call 911, call an ambulance, and you don't understand that there's a firehouse down the street, there's a shelter down the street, and there's a police station down the street because in the area that she's lived in for the past 20 years, it's a high crime area with lots of drugs, lots of homelessness. So police know her name, they know they know all about her, right? Um, and they know that they can't force her to go to a doctor. So Carla Natalia Fermin Jacinto. Yes, I was very busy working and studying and getting married. My boyfriend proposed me getting married. Awesome. Congratulations, Carla. You're awesome. Miguel Mendoza, exactly my brother that you interviewed, chose to be on the streets for a while and wouldn't accept going back home for his 6 kids. And now he's locked up in prison instead of being with his family. That's sad. What's your brother's name? Lene Lemonade. You are doing a wonderful job in spreading awareness for this ugly reality. You can't force people to change, and they are mentally ill. The drug makes their minds not work right. Absolutely. Thank you, Lene. Danielle Williams Loop, how are you? Esmeralda, did someone really throw acid on her? This is pure evil. Are those sores from drugs? She said somebody threw something at her. That's what she's saying. I don't know. I haven't really gotten too close to her because it just doesn't look, it looks kind of infectious. So I don't really want to get too close. Sounds bad, but I got to protect my health as well, right? So yeah, I'm sure you guys understand that. Elaine Engel, how's Amber? I uploaded a video of Amber yesterday. Go check it out. Shelly W, have you seen Junior? Go to that video of Junior and go down on top, see if it says Lost in Phoenix. If it doesn't, then that's not my Junior. Let me know, Shelly. I'll wait for you to come back. Cheryl Culberson, thank you. I showered and I combed my hair and everything, and I'm wearing my Adidas shirt. This is my Adidas shirt, right? So I have an affinity for Adidas as well. Alyssa Ornelas, hello, Art. Good evening. It's so sad seeing Angela like that. I pray she gets help fast. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean it's hard to see somebody. So me and Angela are the same age, and she looks a lot older than me, right? I think at least, but uh, I love her personality. She is so sweet. She's always respectful to me. We have like good chemistry. We click really well, and I like her. I really like her personality. She's so fun to talk to. Oh my gosh, like off camera, she says the most outlandish things ever. I just crack up like, oh, she has me in stitches for real. I can't I can't even post some of the things she says because she's talking crap about that person, talking crap about that person. She's just so spontaneous with what gets in her head, and she just blurts it out, and I just start cracking up. So it's kind of funny. My three rosebuds, hello. Carol Crane, Angela might have something highly contagious. Prayers for people who come in contact with her. Sal, hey Art, just got done seeing Angela's video. It's heartbreaking. Thanks for all you do, everyone. Thank you, Sal. Appreciate you. Kelly Garcia, hello. Oh man, I gotta put the daily banner. No updates on Carla. Who else? Or Jessica. Or who else I get asked about a lot? Or who else? Lulu or Lulu. Pin it really quick. And I'll refer these folks up there. Jesselina Lewis, my husband tried reaching out to you about his brother Dakota. I called him back actually. He didn't answer. Thank you, Jesselina. Leanne King, you amaze me how you can go out and talk to these people. I've been sober 8 years now, and I know you're important to them. God bless you. Thank you very much, Leanne. Congratulations on your 8 years of sobriety. That is awesome. Sobriety is possible. Sobriety is there for anybody, including Martin, Blake, and Angela. They just have to want it, right? Just like the way Marlon wanted it, the way Lulu wanted it, the way Victoria wanted it, and there's other people that are sober right now, probably a whole lot more that I know of. But also at the same on the other side of the token, there's people that are gone, and I don't know about them. So sad, sad, sad. Tilda, I think her leg is too far gone for anything over the counter to help. Um, So I in the interview that I did that you guys saw today, I said, "Hey, do you need me to bring you any type of ointment?" Right? So the ointment isn't to save her leg. The ointment might be something that can alleviate her pain, right? So believe it or not, I do have a brain. I know that freaking aspirin and some ointment isn't gonna make her issue go away, but I'm trying to give her some solace, some comfort, and that somebody's looking out for her, somebody's going out there, driving out there to talk to her, to motivate her to let's go to the hospital. Your leg is looking bad. You don't want to go blind. You don't want to lose your leg because then you're gonna have to hop around. How are you gonna make money? Um, so I already know she's not gonna go to the hospital, right? Because that's what she's been telling me for all these months. But maybe she'll let me take her some ointment, right? So and she can apply it generously the way she applies her lipstick generously. So there's always like a reason as to why I offer some things. I know it's not gonna cure her. It's just common sense, but thank you. Hello, Steve. What's up, little Kimmy? Angela Colonna just turned 50, and this makes me so sad for her. Absolutely. Jesselina, North Dakota's going through it. Just let him know his family still loves him. His mom just had 2 heart attacks last month, and she wanted to see him, but she couldn't find him. I'll definitely let him know next time I see him. Thank you, Darcy. I sure hope Angela gets some medical help before she goes septic. If she goes septic, there will be no chance for her. Jay Alex, is there anything I can do to help? You can pray for all these people. Joni Miller, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Yolanda Sarna lost my 29-year-old daughter to a drug OD 13 years ago. We tried to get her help, but our Lord had other plans for her. Lavon Olivia is my daughter's name. New to your channel. Thank you. Yolanda Serna, my condolences for the passing of your daughter. That's a parent's worst nightmare, right? Um, and thank you for being new to the channel. Welcome to the Big Lit family, Big Lost in Phoenix family. Yolanda, um, honor your daughter's memory by telling her story to people in your community, right? So that her story can save somebody else. Does that make sense? So have the courage to go out there and schools, your community, work, tell somebody her story so they can be aware of the dangers of substances. So it's sad out there. It's really sad. Fantastic. What is going on? I thought that said Miss Thong for a little bit. It says Miss Thang. Not thong, not thing. It says thang. A lot of people don't know about addiction art. They need to educate themselves on it. Yeah, I think this is what this channel is trying to do, right? Is trying to educate them, and I think it for the most part the channel makes a small dent, right? I think each video has the capability of influencing a young person out there and deterring them, keeping them away from substances or making those poor decisions, right? And here we are educating people. What's G? That's glass. That's meth. What are blues? Counterfeit fentanyl pills. Where do they come from? They come from Mexico, from the cartels with ingredients they buy from China. Um, why are these pills so popular in Phoenix? Because they cost $1 here, $1, $2 for one pill. The further you go east, the price goes up. So all of that is educational, right? Because you're able to um, uh, inform, your ring of influence, right? Your family, your friends, your coworkers, your local school district, and that's how that awareness really does help. So, in my humble opinion, Joni Miller, is trank an issue there? No, it's not an issue at all. So one thing about Phoenicians, the community here of addicts, is that they don't. It's not shooting up mm, is not popular. Obviously, people shoot up. Obviously, there's trank, but not nowhere near the levels of blues and G. So yeah. Elizabeth Gonzalez Lowe, how are you? Hola. Angela Colon, Boston is still $40 for one pill. Holy crap, that's insane. Benjamin Bell, Trank is in the blues art. Benjamin Bell, Trank is in the blues in Philadelphia and the East Coast. Not here in Phoenix, Benjamin Bell, but I appreciate you chiming in. Xylazine, correct. Xylazine is a horse tranquilizer used by veterinarians. Um, so for some reason, these knuckleheads out there, not in Phoenix so much, but like Philadelphia, for some reason they're injecting it. They use fentanyl in uh, in trank because the fentanyl maximizes the effect of xylazine. So Sadie B, thank you. Crypto, does this work? Does it ever get you depressed? No, I don't get depressed. I sleep good. I eat good. Extremely blessed. Um, a little disappointed with the comments and the knuckleheads in the comments. Sometimes I pray more for the people in the comments than I do for the people out, like the Angelas and the people I interview, because the people I interview, like I know why they are the way, because they're battling addiction. The knuckleheads in the comments sometimes, like, what's their excuse? So, but again, I gotta give grace because everybody has their issues, right? There's mental illness just isn't out in the streets. There's 265 people in here. Like, there's probably a good chunk of you, at least a quarter of you, that are battling something, right? Mental health issues, substance issues, marital issues, financial issues, uh, stuff like that, right? And that kind of triggers you guys or whatever. And I get it. That's why I try to give you grace, and I try to be understanding and be compassionate, whatever. Um, but, uh, but yeah, it kind of gets annoying sometimes, kind of deal with that. So, Felicia Renee, what does that say up on top? Check it out. What does it say? No updates on who? Let me know, Felicia. No updates on, what does that little banner say? That little white banner. Let me know, Felicia. Gentastic has issues. Is that what Gentastic is saying? I think the best thing to do is, I think about the folks I talk to, right? So everybody, at one point they were normal like us, right? They were no Angela. At some point she was normal. At some point Lulu and Blake and Martin, they were normal, right? Like, what happened? What got them over the edge to get on the other side, right? And so that's like a warning for you, for me, for your children. because again, that mental illness, the PTSD, the trauma, the issues that you're having at home, at work, at school, familial things, you can get set off by any little thing. And then are you going to be a user? Are you going to be an addict? Are you going to be out there lost in Phoenix or whatever community you're in? So I think you have to be aware of where you're at right now in life, right? 299 people, and we have to be aware how close we are to the edge to join these folks, right? Because of bills and finances and divorce and issues, right? So I think we have to learn better coping skills. You have to talk, right? You're having issues, talk to your family, talk to a therapist, talk it out with the person you're battling with or whatever. Because you don't want me to interview you because sometimes it might be too late. Roxy lives for these chats. That's awesome, Roxy. Roxy, what did I say yesterday? Roxy, something about Soxy. Forgot what I said. Jaziris de Jesus, what is happening? Gang, I have no updates. You guys can throw out names. Slum, Celeste. I have no updates on anybody. I'm sorry. I should put no update. I'm gonna change this because you guys start saying all kind of names. Am I able to edit it or nah? I'm not. Why doesn't it let me edit it? I'm not gonna type it out. So I'm sorry. I don't have any updates on anybody, gang. Just the videos you saw today, and I'm not really thinking about any other people. I'm kind of focused on the Migs of the world, the Ambers of the world, the Angelas of the world. So because they're more in proximity to me, like all other people. I haven't seen Face since last year. Haven't seen Carla in since I don't know April. Haven't seen a lot of people in a long time. So I don't want to go down the list. Like you've seen this person, you've seen this slump. Haven't seen them in 2 years, so it gets again, a little tiring. So Nikki, hello everyone. The interview with Angela broke my heart. She doesn't look good. I pray she gets the help she needs. um, so, like one of the things that I tell myself, right? Like, uh, so I'm very realistic, right? I'm very realistic. I deal with facts. I deal with reality. Um, so I already know where Angela is headed, right? It's just when is she gonna head there, right? Like eventually she's gonna go to the hospital. At some point, she's just not gonna be able to move or function or anything, and she's gonna have to go. Is that gonna be 60 days from now, 30 days from now? When I met Blake, I'm like, this dude is not gonna make it for much longer. And I met Blake with the last 6 months of his life. When I saw Martin, I said, "Oh my God, this is like the black version of Blake, right? Martin, skin and bones, ill, underlying medical issues, and then drugs on top of that. His legs were swollen. Those are all horrible signs of just bad, right? And so I already know where this is going. So it's going to be a year from now, 6 months from now, and it ended up being 2 months. So Angela, same thing, you know, she's not healthy, not looking good, just beating up her system, her body, not eating right, not sleeping right, drugs, the heat. Can you imagine? It was 110 degrees today. Last week is 2 weeks ago was like 115 degrees. She's out there in the sun, just getting cooked, right? Her skin, her face, her brain getting melted, you know. Uh, so it's sad, you know. And so again, the reality is, I can offer help, but I can't force her to get help. Neither can you. Obviously, neither can the police, neither can the ambulance, right? There's a fire station literally down the street from where she lives, you know. So um, it, you guys have to trust me that I have a better understanding of what these people are going through than you by seeing a 10-minute video and just see her face, right? But I know the ins and outs and the neighborhood and what's going on. I have a better understanding of things. I really do. So you guys have to just give me the benefit of doubt, give me grace, give me understanding, because ultimately I'm happy with where I'm at. I'm happy with what I'm doing. I'm happy with the progress that this channel makes, the difference that this channel makes in the community and your community. A lot of you, 283 people, but most of you guys aren't even in Arizona or Phoenix. You guys are in all over the country. Some of you in Canada or whatever. So, um, but but yeah, it's just the reality, So it's ugly, right? It seems kind of coldish, right? But it's really not. It's just the reality of addiction. And there's no way to make addiction look pretty, right? And so that's the way it is, So yeah. Leanne King is in Louisville, Kentucky. Awesome. I think Cassius Clay was from Louisville, Kentucky. Jay Alex, are there places for people like Angela to shower in Phoenix? Yes, they're called shelters. She refuses to go to shelter. So, like a lot of homeless people or a lot of people battling addiction. Mixed butterfly, we're on the brink of war right now. I don't know how many of you guys have like stocks and 401k and all that, but if you guys do, go check it out. So that's going, you're losing money. We're on the brink of war, but thank goodness we have leadership in the White House right now, right? Make sure you guys vote in November, these knuckleheads. Angela has a twin sister. That's what she said. I think Amy is the name. Amy. Mixed butterfly. There's been military choppers flying around my neighborhood today as if they're getting ready. They're getting ready. Israel is going to retaliate against Iran. We have to defend Israel. Russia has to defend Iran. China has to defend Iran. And we're on the precipice of World War III. And most of you guys don't even know it. Most of the world doesn't. Most of America. Sometimes the world is better informed than we are because we're just Americans are on the loopy side, on the Jay Alex, my 401k stock portfolio seems like a non-issue compared to what Angela's going through. Um, yeah, that's some type of perspective, right? But uh, you still have to take care of yourself, right? You still have to take care of yourself so you're able to take care of others. Um, you have to build your wealth so you can use your wealth for good, right? So, so So if she's going through a lot, absolutely. But the bad thing is that there's thousands of Angelas, you know? There's a lot of Angelas out there. I see them every day. Just yesterday on Snapchat, I Snapchatted the Phoenix Fire Department trying to revive a gentleman yesterday. He didn't make it, but that happens every day. You guys just don't see it. You guys don't know it. The news probably doesn't even report it because it happens so much, So death is when I go around the valley, death is all around me. Near death is all around me. It's sad. That's sad. Kelly, what did it say? Hannah's. Always wonder why the folks on fentanyl slump over seems to force themselves to stand. Why don't they just sit down? So what I've been told and what I see a lot is also blues or counterfeit fentanyl is a opiate, right? It's a synthetic opiate, and it makes you drowsy and sleepy, like right away. Boom. So when they're standing up, slumping, they're fighting the sleep. They don't want to go to sleep. They're fighting against it. That's what they're doing. They could easily lay down and go to sleep for an hour, 2 hours, whatever, but they're standing up because they don't want to go to sleep. They're fighting it. So that's why they look like zombies. Angela could potentially turn septic from the infections that she has. So Martin was septic for months, you know? If you guys haven't seen his story, because I think there's a lot of names on here I don't recognize. So there's a lot of you guys are new, brand new. So go on my channel and enter Martin. Look at his feet. His feet were horrendous. They were just jacked up. It just took a while for that septic shock, that infection to get to his vital organs, his lungs, his heart, and then it just started to shut down. So um it's not if but when, so that's Angela's fate if she doesn't like wake up. So the cops knew who Martin was, right? The cops knew who Blake was, but the cops are handcuffed. They can't force them either, just like I can't force them to go. So that's the way it is. Kimberly Grimm, I don't know how Martin lasts that long. The human body just wants to keep fighting. It's like a engineering marvel, man, how much punishment we put the human body through, and it still wants to live. It still wants to fight another day, live another day. Even though you're punishing the hell out of me, not eating right, not sleeping right, it's hot as hell. You're putting drugs into this temple. It just wants to live, right? Until it can't fight anymore and it just gives up. So Bart Bosquetto, hello, what is happening? Doomer, yes. Kensington has been bad for years. Ali Cat, sending love and respect to you, sir, for your kindness and all you do for those who cannot help themselves from Australia. Awesome, Ali Cat. Are you in Melbourne, Sydney, Perth? I learned some new towns the other day. Tasmania. I forgot the name. I learned two new cities yesterday, but I forgot them. David, here from Norwalk County, Los Angeles. What's cracking? How are you, David? What's happening? Sleepy Dove is all the way in New Zealand. In New Zealand, they call you guys Kiwis for some reason. I don't know what where that comes from, but I need to research it. So it's always been interesting. Kiwi. Thank you for checking in, Sleepy Dove. Apocalypse Doomer. Fat. I thought that said fatty spread everywhere like a virus. I thought you were talking about like a lady or something, but it says fatty like fentanyl. Get it? I get it. Alyssa Cubillo. Hello from Cetis, California. Hello, Alyssa. What's happening? Sleepy Dove says it's our flightless bird called a kiwi. Really? I thought it was a fruit because here in America we have a fruit called kiwi. It has like little fur, like little, like that, like it needs to be shaved before you eat it. You know. Welcome to the apocalypse. Weird question. Do you believe there is real evil in this world? Absolutely. Anthony Lopez, how can I help you financially? I have a Cash App, Lost in Phoenix on Cash App, Lost in Phoenix on Cash App. If you ever guys ever want to help, so or you can become a subscriber, not a subscriber, I have a membership right where you become a super fan like Christina. See that little blue wrench? She's a super fan. She's a moderator. It's $10 a month, but you're able to so those $10 I use for gas. I use to get them food, to get them, when I go to the store and get them whatever I need to get them, right? Gift card or food or whatever, um, medical stuff, I've gone into stores to get clothes, shoes real quick, just so they're not barefoot. It comes from that fund. You guys help out. So a lot of people ask me, what can I do? How can I help? And there's little things we can all do, So that's kind of people's way of participating. Like, some people are like not in Phoenix, and I wish I was there to help you, but I'm not. So here, let me give you $10 a month so you can use that to help out offset some of the costs or whatever. So Jose Sanchez, all the way in Michoacan. What's happening? Hello. Zara Israel, hello. What is going on? Rosemary, what's happening? Gentastical is getting a wrench. Oh shoot! Watch out. Be careful. If Gentastic gets a wrench, she's gonna be banning all you guys. She's on a mission. Gentastic is mad. Alyssa, would you bring mugs to your home to shower and eat? Um, no, I wouldn't bring anybody to my house. Uh, Absolutely not. That would be crossing a line. My house is my sanctuary, right? You know, why would I? There's a. Do I live close to where Miggs is at? I don't. Um, there's shelters he can go shower at. He has family. He has a brother. He has an uncle. He has an aunt. He has another aunt. He has another uncle. He has a cousin. Can you tell us how you first met Angela? It's the same way I meet everybody else. I just see them out in the street and I approach them. That's that's how it happened. It's how it went down. Buchicano, hello Art. Saw your recent follow up with Miggs. He seemed very hesitant to shower. Don't know why. That Adidas ain't looking. That Adidas shirt is looking awful. Yeah. I'm not sure why he's. I don't know. I don't get it. G Ramon, you have a good night. Brenna, is it Brenna? Callie, it is so sad for Miggs. He was looking so healthy and actually looks worse than he did the first time on the streets. Yeah, that's addiction, it just sucks you in and doesn't let you out. So super sad. Joey Steely, how do you cope with seeing such awful things? I think my personality is just well suited to see ugly things and not. I don't want to say not be bothered, but I'm able to. I have really good coping skills. I'm able to, uh, take things in and take them for what they're worth, and not get too down or too high. So Justin Graham, thank you. I appreciate you. You guys wouldn't believe how many times I've been asked that question. Why don't you take them to your house? Are you stupid? So, so shelters are for, you know, it's just nuts. Those are the type of people that I'm talking about. Where you just have to, be understanding. I'm sure they ask out of curiosity, like genuinely, kind of like maybe innocent. But then there's some people that are just kind of stupid about it. So Star Perry, do you think Carla could be in a rehab? Yeah, anything is possible. She could have won the lottery. She could be in rehab. She could be in Mexico. She could be in California. She could be in Boston. She could be in. She could be anywhere. Little Debbie, it's your professionalism for me that keeps me watching. I try to be as professional as I can. Believe me, trust me. It's hard. It's hard sometimes. Sydney thought you had contact with them. Maybe they don't, Sydney. I don't blame you for not taking them home. Yeah, no, that's you should never take a homeless person to your house ever. That's just you're asking for problems. You're asking for trouble, So don't let your don't let your compassion blind you, right? Don't do that. Don't be gullible and naive. Joni, is it Joni Miller? Those people that ask you that probably wouldn't not help if they were in your shoes. Yeah, those are I think those sometimes those are like trolls, kind of knuckleheads, they could be like little 12-year-old kids that borrow their phone from their mom and just come on here and just kind of harass, be a knucklehead. But they could be 40-year-old knuckleheads as well. So who knows? Sydney Royal. Um, I have a hard time believing no one knows where Carla is. Uh, yeah, maybe people don't know where she is. Are you gonna be okay? Lorraine Rodriguez, what's happening? Hello. Doomer says there's idiots that are 40 and 60. Yeah, true. Sydney says it's because her family doesn't want her on YouTube anymore. All of a sudden, Sydney knows. See, that's what I'm talking about. You guys are funny. Sydney was asking about Carla. Where's Carla? We haven't seen Carla. What about the parents? And now Sydney knows that it's because her family doesn't want her on YouTube anymore. Is that what it is, really? Are you sure, Sydney? Right? Is that a declarative statement, like or just assuming? Oh my gosh. You're not saying what's really going on. Sydney, you're like this close to be blocked because you're acting stupid. How old are you? Go give the phone back to your mom. Have a good night, Sydney. So I'm gonna keep checking on Angela. Uh just what can I do but take her water and some lipstick and so Angela is very funny. She doesn't ask for much. She's very like simple, very simple. And like she really doesn't ask me. She's asked me for monsters. She loves monsters. She prefers monsters over water. Can you imagine her kidneys? Nice little big stones that she has in her kidneys. Like my goodness. So she likes monsters, and that's probably why she's always all hyped up. She can't stay still, right? She can't stay still. I said, Angela, let me look at your eye. Come here. And she's I'm like, Angela, stop moving. I want to look at your eyeball, And she's like, oh, you move around, pace around. I'm like, my goodness. So, but she doesn't ask for much, and she has a really good heart, a really good soul. She's just stuck in that vicious cycle of crap. So how do you get out? Carol Crane a few years ago here in Tucson, an older lady invited a young homeless man into her home for lunch. and all went well. He came back later and killed the kind lady. Yep, that's a true story. That has happened a lot actually. Poor lady, gullible, thinks that everybody's has a good heart, and yeah, never invite your home like that to strangers. You don't know who they are. You know, you haven't vetted them. You don't know who they are. You don't know their background. You don't know their intentions. You know, so I saw it was very mucusy and green. Her eye, greenish, mucusy. Her eyeball. What is happening with their eyeball? My God. So the ball thing, that's easy, right? It's just something, just not infected, not it's just a mass, right? Gelatinous crap in there that could it's like pus that's just sitting in there, been sitting there for 20 years. No big deal, right? But that eyeball and her leg, she needs to go get checked out ASAP. But good luck. Dorothy Zabornak, Dr. Pimple Popper. Yeah. Yeah, it's sad out there. Super sad. Super salad? Nah, super sad. I'm all shook up. Uh-huh. So one second, I'm checking out the messages here. I'm a little hungry. What's for dinner? Anybody? Anybody make tacos? Does anybody have leftover tacos? Anybody? Mm. Somebody just asked me, do you have any success stories? Who was that? David says, Art, you ever had any bad experiences? Oh no. Jessica Reynoso, do you have any success stories? Yes. Marlon last week. Look him up. Marlon, George, Lulu is clean. Victoria is clean. And this is, so I'm going to read you a comment from 3 minutes ago. Check it out. Art, it's Barbie here. I'm a year and a half sober, and I just watch our interview every now and again to remind myself where I never want to be at in life ever again. I've made amends with my family. I I I'm I'm now a big part of my little sister's lives, and I just had a beautiful and healthy little girl 2 weeks ago. I've made so many changes in my life and come so far in this amount of time. I'm also going to school so I can help others battling addiction. We do recover. 3 minutes ago, go check out her interview. Barbie cries for her sisters. I think I interviewed her like 2 years ago. Barbie. Isn't that crazy? The timing of it. Oh my God. Somebody just asked me, I don't know who that was, Jessica, do you have any success stories? Like, and I'm looking at my phone and there's a success story right there. So that's awesome. Great job, Barbie. That is so cool. I'm gonna tell her, I'm gonna write her back. I just sent her my email so she can contact me if she's in Phoenix. We can do like an update, so that's pretty cool. That's exciting. I remember her. She was walking down the street and she was crying. And then I did a U-turn and then I parked in a parking lot of apartments. And then I talked to her. I approached her and and she decided to tell her story and it was a good story. So I'm really happy for her. That's awesome. I can't wait to ask her how she got clean. Like how did she get clean? What did she do? Alyssa Cubillo, I have not ate. I'm hungry. I'm on the hungry side right now. So I'm kind of thinking like what can I go eat, right? Because as you guys know, I'm a non-cook, right? I'm allergic. I start busting out in like rashes and hives when I go to the kitchen area. So I have to go around the kitchen, right? Because if not, I start, busting out in hives, scratching myself and all. I'm like allergic. So Sharon Fike. Do you think there's any chance that Angela will go to the hospital? Do you think the infection has even more delirious than usual? Um, no, I think her state of mind is the same. She's pretty consistent with her normal delirium. But will she ever go to? She's gonna go to hospital when she's absolutely has to, just like Blake, just like Martin. Arlene Bloomfield, allergic to cooking. I'm going to use that with my husband, see if it works. I'm not responsible for any divorces. Okay, I'm a little disclaimer. I'm not, if your husband divorces you, don't blame it on me. Oh, Art from Lost in Phoenix says I was allergic to the kitchen. Shoot, don't come blaming me. That's your mess. Angel ate garnachas. What is that? I know what nachas are, but I don't know what garnachas are. I haven't ate garna. Never mind. I'm not gonna say it. Garnachas. What type of nachos do you got? Big nachos, little nachos. I have garnachas. Uh, oh, that's it. So I call those tostadas. That's what I call them. I don't know about garnachas. I do know about nachas, but not garnachas. I think tostadas sounds better. Just sounds better. Because if I'm gonna say garnachas all day long, I'm not thinking about the food, man. So Emily Espino, yes. Alyssa Cubillo, what's the interview called? Interviewing the nachas, not the big nachos, the little nachos, but the garnachas. That's the name, the title of the interview right there. Today, guys, I'm interviewing the garnachas. Who the hell named them garnachas? Do you guys know their name? Dorothy Zabornak. My mom calls quesadillas garnachas. She's from Michoacan. Damn. I've never heard that word ever in my life. Isn't that crazy? Garnachas. That's a trip. I'm all shook up. Paula Ochoa made chicharrones tonight. That's awesome. Vanessa, what is going on? Hello. Hello. Shushu art looks native to me. Um, Yeah, I mean, Hispanics, uh, we're kind of basically half native, so I see where that would come from. So no big deal. I'm not offended. Rosario Gonzalez, hi, ran into Miggs, offered him some dinner, and he did accept. He does not look good. Thank you very, very much for giving him food. Appreciate you. Never ever give locations, okay? Never ever say the area that you saw people at, okay? Because not everybody has good intentions for people. I've learned that the hard way. So, Marvin wants to learn about garnachas. Sharon Fike, how do you keep from getting emotionally involved and depressed about these people? It gets me down just watching. I can't imagine being there in person. So I have really good control over my emotions. I have really good coping skills. I don't BS. I don't goof around. I don't mess around. I'm very task oriented. I think I was naturally born that way. Plus, I was in the military, so I think all that you put it together, and I'm able to have that personality, that mindset, that type of personality to be able to go out there and connect with these people and try to help. Blake passed away, like, was it November of last year? Or no, it wasn't November. It was November. It was, gosh, when was it? Was it two? I'm confused. I'm confused. That's a great question. I need to write this stuff down. That's a really good question. I can't remember exactly when he passed away. You know why? Because I'm all shook up. Do I frequent Cass? I do not. Miguel had goulash. Awesome. Charlenta Howard. What's going on, Charlenta? Thank you. I appreciate you. My TikTok is Lost in Phoenix. It is this. I'll show you my TikTok. My TikTok. Just so you guys know, on my TikTok, I'm never gonna post about garnachas, okay? Ever. So that's there. That's my Lost in Phoenix. No garnachas. This is my I'm gonna give you guys my what's it called? This is my Snapchat. Snabby Chabby. I'm all shook up. Oh, yay, yay. And here's my what's it called? Uh Instagram. Oh yeah. Here's my Twitter. If you guys want to add me on Twitter. My dogs. I love this picture of my dogs when they're little. But here's a Lost in PHX. Emily, I heard that Emily likes mullets. So that was Phoebe, the big one, and that was Milo, the little one. And so yeah, they got together and had babies. So Semper Infidel, thank you. Marvin, thank you very much. I appreciate you. David, do you get annoyed with some of the people in the chat? Yeah. In the comments and in the chat, yeah. 'Cause I have to every chat I have to kick people out because they just get too aggressive, too goofy, too trolly, so what kind of breed are my dogs? So the mom, Phoebe, is Lapso mixed with the Maltese, and the dad, Milo, he's Bashan mixed with the Shih Tzu. So yeah, cute dogs, super cute, really good dogs. They just tear up my house. My baseboards are all jacked up. They're biters. Julia almost followed another TikTok, but it's Embrace Humanity. So those are like channels that just kind of steal other which calls they steal they record little segments of the 10-minute video, and then they try to think make it look like it's there. So you guys need to be more aware of who you're signing up to. So subscribing to. Zara Israel, have a good night. Thanks for hanging out with us. I appreciate you. Mary Wallace Cook, lots of knuckleheads. Absolutely. Rosario Gonzalez, I went to Alhambra. I went to Alhambra and Barstow High School. Those are the two high schools. Those are the only two high schools I went to in my life. Alhambra and Barstow High School, California. Wow. Why was Blake so sick? Underlying medical issues, addiction, blues, not sleeping right, not eating right. Same thing with Angela. Same thing with Martin. Same thing with a lot of the people out there are in the early stages, right? Their body hasn't broken down the way these people are breaking down. So if you guys, for all you new people, when you guys look at the Angela videos from now, go to my channel and look at Martin and look at Blake, and then you'll understand kind of my I've already been through this. Like I already know what's going to happen. I already understand the way the law works. I understand the good Samaritan laws. I already know why the ambulance doesn't help. I already know why the state doesn't help, because these folks have civil rights. They have the right to refuse medical care. So I'm not a rookie. I'm not new to this. Have I been to is it Desert Diamond Casino? I passed by there, but I've never been inside. Angel, you have a good night. Lenore Calderon, you have to go through the fire to get the wisdom and really know how to help. But don't get me wrong, you're still bringing awareness. Yeah, um, I agree with that to a certain extent. I think anybody can go out there and help as much as possible. So, for example, so what you're saying kind of is you you need to have you're saying like a drug former addicts, right? Like a recovering addict, it would be more understanding and more helpful, or more they would know how to help. And that, to some extent, yeah, they might have the knowledge and what it all, going through all that stuff. But I would never want to go through that, learning the hard way, so for example, like a doctor that treats cancer, you don't ask them, "Hey, have you ever had cancer?" And if they say no, like you just throw them away or what? Nah, So you can learn stuff you don't have to go through it, you have to experience it. But I get what you're saying to a certain extent. So no big deal. Blake was 21 or 22, young. Doomer, I was in Victorville, the high desert, in the military for 3 years. Yeah, they have was it Fort Irwin base over there. I think it's still there. Is it Army or Marines? I can't remember. Lexi, as a recovering addict, you're doing the exact right thing. Thank you very much, Lexi. I appreciate you. Congratulations on your sobriety. Keep going. Don't stop. George Air Force Base. Got it. Mixed butterfly. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Jose Sanchez, do you know Spanish? Yes, I do. I don't speak it a whole lot actually, but yeah, I do. I know it very well. Not super great, but I know it pretty well. I'm all shook up. Uh-huh. Hey, hey. I'm hungry. Like we're just talking about. I wish I had a garnacha right now. Who are the garnacha people? David, have a good night. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. I'm going through the comments of some of the knuckleheads. I'm removing knuckleheads. An hour and a half. Holy crap, it's already 10. Damn. Rebecca Dietrich, it's been a while since I've been in here, but I've been watching you, checking on Angela. She's such a sweet soul, and it's very sad she won't allow you to help her. Absolutely. Thank you, Rebecca, for coming on in. The Walkers, hello. Shirley, 3 p.m. Tuesday afternoon in Australia. Holy crap. It's 10 p.m. here Monday in Phoenix, Arizona. It's crazy. Anyways, gang, I'm out of here. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate you guys. Get some rest. Make sure you brush your tooth. I'm gonna give you guys some balloons. Which is the balloon? Balloon is like this. Okay, here's some balloons coming for you. Bloop, bloop. What else? Which one is it? Is it this one? I love the laser. That looks pretty cool actually. Is it this one? Oh yeah. What else? And then this is called the Walter Mercado. I'll give you guys a little heart. Take a little piece of my heart now, baby. You guys have a good night. Get some rest. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay. Bye.